This is when it gets good. He sends me a screenshot of Rolex's website.
There was an offer on one for 80,000, which he felt was
What?
What's easier to sell, the Minions watch or this?
Everybody knows about the Panerai situation that happened a few weeks back.
I made an offer on this wonderful Panerai with no box or papers for $1,800, and I got hit with this message. LMFAO, you guys are the worst.
Well, I have something better. So I text someone that reached out to us wanting to trade their Tudor in. We have this gorgeous Tudor chronograph that's worth $3,500 on eBay. So anyways, we made an offer of $3,500 in trade value. It's a very nice offer towards a Submariner with a date, which we offered brand new for $12,500. Now, I reach out to this gentleman and I say my normal introduction text message, which is very nice. The first thing he says to me is, match the suggested retail price with a new one and help me out with a much better trade value on the Tudor. You're way too low. So I said, I have a no date sub in stock that we could sell you for $12,500. In terms of trade value, we would be the same. He says, it looks like $3,500 more than a new one. I will pass. Thank you. Have a good night. No need to contact me anymore. So I said, thank you for your time. Best of luck. And if anything changes, let me know. And this is when it gets juicy. He goes, I would say the same to you. I can buy a brand new GMT Batman for $10,000 or $10,500. Your offer is super low and your pricing is super high. So I'm out. Thank you. Find somebody else that doesn't know what they have and take advantage of them. If you can match a 2024 suggested retail price and you can come up on a reasonable price for my watch, we can talk. So let me know if anything changes. I said, sure thing. When you buy a 2024 Submariner at retail, I will pay you $11,500 for it. He's saying the retail is $9,500, so there's some profit there for him. And then he says he can get a Batman for $10,500. So I said, I'll pay him $14,000 for the Batman. I said an easy $6,000 profit for you. And then as for the Tudor, I explained to him that they're on eBay for $3,500. We're offering $3,500 in trade value. I don't understand where we're taking advantage at. This is when it gets good. He sends me a screenshot of Rolex's website with the retail of $10,700 for a Batman. And he goes, really? Well, here's your fucking price list and you can go fuck yourself. How about that? You were talking to a collector, not an asshole. So I'll buy it. Do you want to buy it for me? I'll buy it tonight. You must think people don't know how to buy things. I own 21 watches, my friend. This guy's a huge collector. So I said, yes, please buy it and we will pay you $11,500 for the Submariner, $14,000 for the GMT. I upped my price on the Submariner. I said, I'll give you $12,000 actually, since he can get it at retail. He said, I'm not sure what the hell you're thinking, but I'm not a fool. You don't have to text me anymore. I'll have my opinion you have. I don't know what that means, but and then I offered him $15,000 on the Batman. I raised the price again. Basically, I'm offering this guy $7,000 to $8,000 in profit over what he's saying that he can get these watches for at retail, apparently. He basically just goes on to say that I'm trying to rip him off and that I can go f myself. So it's 2024 and people still do not realize that you cannot buy a watch like a GMT or a Submariner at retail without having some sort of spend history. So that is my story.
All right, boys, I don't normally do this. You know that Watch News Weekly stuff we do every week? So Avi came up with an idea and he wanted me to do it, but I think it would be a good thing to do for all of us. Have like a round table. Ultimate Rolex buying guide, 10K to 100K. So you guys pick at whatever you want and we'll sit down and talk about it. First luxury watch buy, at or under retail, stuff like this. So this is essentially a homework assignment. I mean, you don't have to do it, but if you sit in the circle come time to film and you look like an idiot, you look like an idiot. So do the homework. I love homework. Never did it.
What do you think Kevin's gonna bring that?
Dude, everything is for sure gonna be a Pepsi, a Batman, a Daytona.
No,
Wait, you forgot the 5167A.
You forgot your no date sub.
Now that you understand your homework assignment, me and Alex made a little change in the system, whereas I need my wide receiver, as I like to say, to be out there making big plays on the sell side of things. So I'm taking a little bit of the buying off his plate, and I'm just gonna literally the next probably month or two, I'm just gonna sit down and do that. I'm gonna manage my time in a way where I can just solely focus on that and do the sales that I need to do on the side. That's all I'm literally doing. Because we need to bump up certain things on a buy side and certain things on a consignment side. So, Alex, you did a phenomenal job, but right now I need you to be my guy. I need you out there just crushing. Getting inventory and trying to sell it off. The wholesale chats, broadcast list, I'm gonna sit down with each one of you individually and bump up these broadcast lists. Because I guarantee you, if I look at your broadcast list, it's not up to par. Obviously, you're not in the game long enough to have those lists, but I'm gonna forward you a bunch of numbers so you can sit there. There's no reason all day, even working with the clients that you have, that you can't just fire off a few things here and there. That being said, I'm gonna need help on pricing because a lot of stuff got stale and we have to reprice it. We can start with Rolex first, right? Aging stuff, say 50 or 60 watches, for you guys to tell me, hey, I think this is priced incorrectly. That's a rhetorical question. That is definitely something you can do. You know what I mean? This is the meeting, this is what I wanted to talk about just for today. The retail side of things, we're gonna have a separate meeting individually with everybody. I think it's gonna help you guys move forward because I think we're dropping balls everywhere. Myself included, Roman included, and everybody. But I think moving forward, if we have this process in place, we're not gonna, let's go pull some cases. The worst thing that anybody can do or be is be complacent and be stagnant and not thinking or doing new things. We always gotta keep the ball rolling, trying and hustling.
All right, 126301, Diamond Chocolate. They're on the chats for 14,000 new. Is it new? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw all these in my no waitlist chat and then just forward them all for the wholesale chats. 307, 902. Jubilee's on the chats for 9K, 9.5.
It's probably traded or something. I don't know where this came from.
8.5?
Yeah.
8.8?
8.8. 8.8 is the wholesale price.
Yeah, let's do 8.8. Is a man able to wear a candy pink Oyster Perpetual?
Absolutely.
I have some darker skin.
Not you, but yes.
I think it looks fresh, bro.
What?
I think it's pretty fresh, if you ask me. I think a man could pull it off.
Man should only wear pink like that if it's for a reason. If there's some story behind the pink, push gift to himself. For having a baby girl or something like that, you know?
I guess it's time for me to announce that I will be having a baby girl.
Flood the DMs.
Pink Tudor, would you wear that?
Oh, pink Tudor all day.
That's what I'm saying.
Pink Tudor's different.
It's,
Yo, that thing's dropping like a fly.
what is that, a 36?
It's down to 9K already.
Really?
It's expensive, they're not gonna buy it, but.
Yep.
Good customer of mine who buys watches for her grandson. She purchased a Tudor for him the other day. I had two addresses on file. One was a billing address in Jersey, and the other one was her actual house in Pennsylvania. So she said, can you ship to my house in Pennsylvania? And we made a mistake by using the billing address as the shipping address. So we ship it to this house on Friday for Saturday delivery, and I realized at 5:30, 10 minutes after FedEx picked up, that the address was incorrect. So I immediately called her, I did the recall, all the normal procedures to get the package back. Today I come in, I check the tracking, and it says delivered to the address. So I'm like, fuck, that's an issue. But then in my head I'm like, well, it's her billing address, so maybe, it's still her house. So I texted her, I said, listen, this is what happened. Do you know if anyone was home that accepted the package? She goes, no, my front desk says they don't have anything. I searched up the address, it's a house, so there should be no front desk. So I said, just to confirm, this is your billing address that we shipped it to. She said, no, that's not my address. I don't know where you got that address from. She basically gave me the wrong billing address when she first started purchasing watches from us. So it was the incorrect address that we shipped to, basically, and it was not her house. So sort of freaking out a little bit. I calmed her down. I was like, listen, I'm going to get to the bottom of it. I went on fastpeoplesearch.com and I typed in the address to find the owner, which I then found the owner's number of that address. Turns out it's a rental property. So she had her assistant go to the address. No one answered. No package at the door or whatever. So I sent a little text message to the owner, who I thought could be the owner based off the website, and said, just introduce myself. I didn't really say anything specific. But he never got back to me, so I called the police department. police department. They went to the address.
Ocean City.
Ocean City.
I told him to call the police.
Yeah, Adrian.
Ocean, Maryland, or Ocean
No,
City?
New Jersey.
New Jersey.
Okay.
So literally within 10 minutes, the officer calls me back. He's like, "Hey, we got the package. You know, we're gonna ship it out to you." So I was like, "Great, this is fantastic news." As soon as that happened, the guy who I texted, which was just a random number, he texts me. He says the package is with OCMD or OCPD, and whatever. I was like, "Thank you." Didn't really think much of it. Guy texted me back like 20 minutes later. He said, "I'm gonna go out on a limb based off your Instagram and say that you'd be a good option for my next AP." So I got a random number that I found online that I was hoping that it would be this guy's address to find a package that were lost.
So lost package ended up being a potential future sale.
Turns out being a potential client. So
I mean, can't make this up.
there does come times where the billing address is different from the shipping address. Obviously, this is an internal issue that we had for this specific situation. But regardless, everything worked out and I potentially picked up a new client.
Completely randomly, we ended up getting a client to purchase an AP on a Miss Tudor package. Again, one of those things that I have not seen in quite some time.
I was wondering, we're in a bit of a crisis right now. And when I say crisis, I mean we have
Rolex shortage.
only 3 boxes of Rolexes. This kind of gives you an idea of what we have in stock right now. What you'll see a lot of here, Datejust, GMTs, and Skydwellers, but specifically some older reference Skydwellers. Adrian, what do you think about our inventory?
I will never be satisfied with that question, because the more it's one of those things. It's like the more you have, the more you want. You know what I mean? You can never be fully satisfied with the inventory, and that's the problem in our business. 5,000 Rolexes, you can be like, I want 6,000. You know what I mean? It's just a never-ending thing. At least me personally.
So what you're saying, we'd like to buy just as much as our clients?
So as I'm sure everybody knows, Rolex is our #1 seller. In fact, it's everyone's favorite seller. And every time we get something in, the shelf life is very, very short. So all the hot pieces come in, they fly right out, and we're always chasing our tail to get more product in.
I'm not even a LeBron guy. I think Jordan's better, which is obvious. He is better.
Let me pose an argument. 3 years from now, Anthony Edwards wins a championship.
Then here you go.
So basically you're saying the first young guy to win a championship is the face of the
It's
NBA?
whoever who can prove it the most. You realize?
Yeah, but the thing is, if you
Wembanyama has been the most hyped prospect since LeBron James.
He's on the
2003.
Spurs. The Spurs aren't going anywhere for maybe 3 years.
Oh, they get 2 players.
Minnesota Timberwolves, they went to the Western Conference Finals? Yeah, they got swept by the Mavericks, but like they were close.
No,
if the Timberwolves
listen.
win a championship the next 2 years, he's the face of the NBA.
They're not going to, though. That's the problem.
100% they will.
They're not going to.
The next give them 3 years.
Not going to. They're only going to be aging deals. Rudy Gobert's going to get it worse.
Because once LeBron's out, Anthony Edwards comes in, we're good. Comment below, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. No, he's going to retire when it's the All-Star games in LA. He's
Alex, give us the best starting 5 basketball players right now.
Airbud's on that.
Of all time?
Yeah.
Airbud. I'm saying right now in the NBA, give me your starting 5.
Okay, LeBron, Steph, Jokic.
Okay. European. Wow. Your shooting guard, you're going to go Luka Doncic, European. You go SGA, he's from Canada, not from the US. There's another one. Small forward, Giannis, not from the US. Let's keep going. It's a different game, bro.
Bro, face of the NBA is different from best players.
agree.
The top 5 players could be foreign players, but Anthony Edwards is still going to be the face of the NBA.
Listen,
Tell me if I'm wrong.
what is he showing us so far?
There's no. He's like, I just, I go to bed by 9. I don't really go on the internet. He's just boring. He's not interesting.
He's on the Spurs, bro. It's the most boring team in the NBA.
He's on the Spurs. No.
Spurs, bro. That's just what happens.
Yeah, but he's just not going to be the face of the NBA. I'm telling you. He's got no dog in him. Where's the dog?
Bro, I mean, he's
LeBron, dog. Kobe, dog. Jordan, dog. Dom. No dog. I'm just kidding. Look, agree or disagree, you know?
No, I don't.
It's like Biden and Trump, you know?
I don't agree with you at all. I think. Listen, not that like I said, it's not that I don't like it.
I think it's a terrible pick, yeah.
What is it? It's terrible? No.
Airbud's definitely the face of the league in 5 years.
Yeah, but
Kwame Brown.
who's face of the NBA in 3 years?
Probably Kanye West at this point.
We've acquired a big fish today, hopefully. So auctions, like lots of auctions happen on a daily basis. In order to sell a bunch of jewelry, why not throw it in an auction? And a bunch of basically sells rather than just one piece at a time. I think it's the perfect deal.
What's been going on with the jewelry side at Luxury Bazaar?
So it's all basically wholesale at this point. They've taken it off the website completely. We only have a wholesale website now. We're still here. It's still here. You could still purchase it retail-wise. Like, I mean, I've had actually a customer, no one was here to record me, but I've had a customer just come in and was like, hey, my sister's birthday's tomorrow. I need something now. And of course, half of our jewelry was at a show, but we managed to find some pieces anyway. So listen, if you're looking for jewelry, you can absolutely still come in. We still are listed on eBay, First Dibs. And if you do want to see any of our jewelry, basically you could go on luxurybazaar.net and it'll direct you to the our eBay platform. And you can shop, everything is still there, everything is still purchasable. You can actually put in an offer and purchase it that way as well. So we could still take some offers if you'd like. We still do lives. The next eBay Live, I scheduled it. I'm sticking to it next Friday. That's because Faith is coming back, so no, we can't do it without Miss Faith. So if anybody has any questions, I'm still alive.
And how much the meteorite goes for? The meteorite?
Meteorite's going to be in the mid 50s, mid to low 50s.
Thank you. I'll get back to you though.
Absolutely. Good, the people's champ. Damn, he got fresh too. You see, got a fresh cut.
Oh wow, he had to show it off.
You know what you should do, Dom? You should do a reel with this music box.
What the hell is that?
It's the Breguet musical box. And the watch is pinging.
Okay, actually, it's like
so
a classical song by Bach.
Play the watch's alarm.
Yeah.
And you use the audio and you stand outside of the office like this. Oh my goodness. Quick shout out to a very good client of mine, Javier. Thank you so much for the Monte Cristos. These are actually special editions from Nicaragua.
Better be careful, bro.
Diamond edition. So shout out to Javier. This box is absolutely massive for one reason, and one reason only. Because the watch is also massive. But let's get this open really quick. The watch is not inside here, and that's okay. Because I think the box says more than enough to compensate for the watch not being here.
Look here, like a coffin.
So they actually use these as coffins for.
Bro, where do you even store this?
You hear that? What does that sound like, Adrian?
Sounds like the bird on top of my roof in my bedroom.
Yeah, but like.
Damn. You know what's crazy? I'm the first person to play Lil Baby in the Breguet musical box.
No. Jason definitely did that before you.
This is actually crazy. Damn. Breguet really dumps. Tell me that's not a fact. There's got to be a world record.
Very good condition. This is going to be the latest example of this watch, 2023.
Adrian,
Yes, sir.
of all the Roman buys, this is an Adrian buy. Can you please explain to me why this is $250,000?
Yeah, this is going to take some explanation because at first sight, this is going to look like the old generation 𝗙 that they used to make in yellow gold with diamond lugs. However, there's one key difference here, making the retail price about 2x of its original counterpart, and that would be the pigeon blood rubies right here. Although very difficult to photograph and also even more difficult to capture on video, if you see it in person, you can see the richness of the pigeon blood rubies. This is an off-catalog piece, possibly unique. It's going to take a collector that really understands the value of Burma no heat rubies and having a piece that nobody else will have. Hence the $250,000 price mark. Not to mention, walking out of the store, you're going to be into it for over $200. So,
RUSA.
USA.
This might be a good time for me to tell you what I bought. Now that you
don't want to.
Now that you say this.
Did I leave you speechless?
I mean, look, when I picked it up, I saw that the stones were, I would call it off color. By off color, I mean not the usual. I mean, this watch is ridiculous in person, obviously.
Those are rubies on steroids, Roman.
What's easier to sell, the Minions watch or this?
This requires a customer that wants to be unique, wants to be the only person in the room with it. Not to mention those are actually black diamonds. They're not sapphires like in the other 𝗙𝗰𝗲𝗯𝗆. This is one of those things where somebody that's a crazy collector, 20, 30 years from now puts it in an auction and it gets up to a stupid number just because of its rarity. So that's how you have to look at that.
Okay, I don't really have an argument to put forth here.
I'm not trying to sell you on it.
Outside of the fact that let me know when it's sold.
Yeah. Now the funny thing was, if this was a Daytona, you know what I mean? A possible piece of unique, this would be $1 million.
I'm about to do what our video team called break the fourth wall. You know what that is? Hey guys, what are your thoughts on this crazy GMT? And do you think that based on the fact that he bought that, I now pretty much have the ability to buy anything out there? Let me know.
I don't understand where you get that logic and reasoning from.
I don't know. I'm just trying to find an excuse to have another Roman buy. You literally tied my hands behind my back the last few weeks and
months.
That's a sick.
You know what's funny about that?
That's a sick watch, though.
You know what's funny about that? That it's like there's nothing GMT about it. You know what I mean? It's called a GMT Master 2, but there's no 24-hour time zone. It's just gem set. So what do you actually call it? You know what I mean?
Let's come up with a name for it.
So many nicknames for these things. You know what I mean? You got the rainbow. But the gem set pieces, you don't really have too many like nicknames. You know, I can't really think of any other ones.
𝗙𝗰𝗲𝗄, just call them 𝗙𝗰𝗲𝗄. I mean,
just call it by the reference number. We gotta name this something.
The pigeon.
It's the Chicago Bulls, black and red.
We always go to sports.
Well, what's black and red? The MJ?
It's got the MJ. I like it.
Oh, there you go. The MJ.
The MJ. You heard it here first.
The MJ. Or black red. What else
right now, I'm thinking because the movie just came out, I'm thinking Deadpool.
Deadpool.
Oh,
man, let's go.
Good one.
See, that's why we hire creative talent here. You know what I mean?
Deadpool.
We'll stick to selling the Deadpool.
Yeah,
Done.
yeah. Because listen, you have like the Hulk, you have all these like, you know,
this is
comic
the Deadpool.
book. The Deadpool. All right. Oh, nice. I like that.
Oh, I'm touching myself tonight.
Like, you know that sign that says live, laugh, love? Like, I think I want to get that for my apartment. It's like a...
Oh, I thought you were saying tattooed on you.
Oh.
I said you would.
No.
Yeah, I thought this would be tattooed.
No.
I have that, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Live, laugh, love. Right
I want to get like mom and like a heart here, I think.
Actually, your name.
My name?
Yeah, your name. That's what I used to do back in the day.
Tom, do you have any tattoos? What would you get?
I have
If I can get, actually, I know what I would get if I was going to
have this public.
I just hit up my tattoo artist. Nah, I can't say it though. But it's gonna be like the most beautiful tattoo anyone would ever see.
Cap. I don't think he's capping, bro.
Same person that did this one. So anyone that doesn't know, this was a single needle tattoo that took 9 hours. It's a little faded right now. But yeah, she didn't speak English and she played The Office from season 1, episode 1, the whole time. So yeah, and we took one break. So this was really painful, but I got it for my 21st.
I used to be a piercing girl where it just was like stack it up, but tattoo, well, you can't remove it. Piercings you can.
If you had to get a tattoo, what would you get a tattoo of?
There's nothing important in my life enough other than my kids, but why would I get my kids, everyone gets their kids' names. It's cute, I can't knock on it, but probably it would have to be my kids, I guess, because that's the only thing that's important enough in my life to have that.
If I were to get tatted up, bro, what other better way to go straight into it? I'd probably get the creation of Adam across my chest.
What?
That'd be kind of fire. However, if I was actually gonna get a tattoo, I'd probably do a full leg sleeve, like from here down, just because like you can cover it up if you have to, like whatever.
Oh, you know what?
You should get a
full blown. I want to get like
devious across your.
I could see you with a neck tattoo.
Like
after being in
no regrets or something.
No regrets.
Family.
I think if I'm gonna go tattoo, you gotta go full on. Like not just that one, but like multiple. I would definitely get some piercings.
Logo on your calf. You get the Irish flag on your arm.
All jokes aside,
Air Bud.
Yeah, Air Bud on the other arm.
No tattoos for me. I don't get beat up by my mom.
Mr. Head Buyer, gentleman reached out to me. We're potentially selling Rolex Explorer, white and black.
Okay.
What would you pay for those?
Pending condition around 8 a piece. 75.
Okay, but you know I wouldn't just come to you with just 2 Explorers like that, right?
Oh, was this a
twist.
warm-up?
There's a twist to it. They both climb Mount Everest. The black went on the dark side, and the white went on the light side. And there's Providence, and he climbed Mount Everest with both of them.
I mean,
there was an offer on one when he first climbed the mountain for $80,000, which he felt was he felt was a little late. Now he figured as a collection that might be worth more. I reached out to our friends. I reached out to our friend at Sotheby's. He's going to call me back. Both of them climbed Mount Everest, dark light side, obviously with the corresponding dials.
Wait. Explain how that works. So he had 2 watches on his person.
No. He climbed Mount Everest twice.
Twice?
Yeah.
Yeah, damn. You barely climb the stairs these days with my back.
Yeah, I'm dying on a Stairmaster.
That's 10x.
I get it. That's 10x that he was already offered that he turned down. And he's not lying. This is true.
True, you know how?
I mean, I looked the guy up. Like,
no, I understand, but how do you know he was offered 80?
He told me.
You know what I mean? I think that's a lot. I don't know. I wouldn't.
But look, I have a call with him. Before I do, I'm gonna talk to the boys at Sotheby's.
Stuff with Providence like that requires the eyes of a premier auction house.
Well, the thing of it is that now you have this wonderful thing in the world of collectibles, which I'm in. It's called Photo Match. So this company mirrors, they can photo match anything. So he has a photo with each watch at the top.
Okay.
So
I know he's the guy that actually did it, but like, assuming it wasn't him, and we're talking about a different scenario, how do they know? How does Photo Match work?
No, because so it's a picture of him wearing the watch,
right,
on top of the mountain.
Yeah.
And the company can tell that A, it's a real image. B, they can put
that's a real image.
C, they can tell you that is the actual watch.
How can they tell it's a real watch?
Bro, they're able to photo match a jersey to a specific game, a specific time of a game, a specific point. Like it's insane. The technology is insane. They're like, so the game worn memorabilia.
Yeah.
It all gets photo matched, right? I mean, they know.
But like how? It's identical.
I get it, but like they can do it down to like.
I'm not arguing that. I just think 10x is like a lot.
But
it's more of a story than a provenance, so to speak. You know, it's not like
it's a hell of a fun.
Paul Newman's
How about this?
Daytona.
I would love to Marlon Brando's Rolex. I get it, but I would love to own those watches. Like the money was no object, and just like it, I would.
One watch for you to own, just one.
Wait, just one?
Yeah, if you could choose any watch that's ever
that's
been
like the
made
hardest question in the world to ask.
Not mine. John Lennon's $24.99.
I mean,
that's the one watch. You know what I'm saying? Like the absolute.
Kevin Hart's G-Shock. Yeah. Well, for you it's the Beatles. I mean, you know, I get it, but I don't.
Tiffany $24.99, owned by John Lennon. Like, you know, if that way, I don't know where that watch is, but that would certainly be the most expensive watch ever sold.
I would probably want to own one of Michael Jordan's watches. All sports. Who's the biggest GOAT?
I mean, Jordan's definitely up there.
So that's if you're going that route. But then if you go in the music route, I mean John Lennon, I mean Beatles, I get it too.
But I would like the story goes that apparently he was murdered in that watch. Like, that's crazy. You can't beat the story.
I don't know. That's probably like one of the toughest questions.
Tough one.
To answer.
I would think
asking a car guy, you know, what's the one car you would own? You know?
I would think you would say that Paul Newman Daytona that fetched $20 million in auction.
I don't know, but I'm also like keen on, you know, the Piece Unique Grandmaster Chime Paddock, like stuff like that, you know. So it's like, you
that's
know,
up there.
The ultimate. I mean, but the ultimate, like if we're strictly talking watches, we're not tying any humans to it or any events or anything like that. I'd want the number 15402 Audemars. You know, like the very first Royal Oak that he made. Like literally, number 2 went up for auction, but I don't know if number 1 even exists, or well, maybe it's in a museum. I don't even know. But like, if I could have the number 1 Royal Oak designed by Genter in '72, and the napkin that he designed it on,
that would be pretty cool.
Boom. Anyway, I'll let you know what happens.
In the meantime, I am going to buy a few watches. Man, mornings are tough. I worked until 1 a.m. last night and still can't catch up.
After probably a year of working with Anna, no one figured out the perfect solution. If Anna doesn't talk, we have the perfect fucking reel.
That's actually
boom.
That's
We win. We win. You said the less she talks, the better.
No, because the less I talk, the more I want to film.
That makes no sense.
Because I don't like to be on camera. So if he tells me I don't have to talk.
Let me find a comment about Anna. Well, this is a classic. 𝗙𝗍 fitter than last week.
Yeah.
That's going to live here forever.
Chris is such a sweetie pie.
Oh, hail. I love Anna so much. She should have her own show.
Aww.
Roman, sexiest man alive, whatever, that doesn't count. But
You guys are easy at Sharf.
that's not translatable. That's just not. I'm like so in love with Nina. You need to put her in more videos. Nina's like, yeah, it's me.
Pretty much.
We gotta update these. We gotta get some of the hating comments, because some of the hating comments were fucking great too, to be fair.
Yeah, there's a lot of those. Because I need to choose from.
We never really talked about this wall.
The Russians have taken over the gray market. Obviously. Watching it from Lebanon, keep up the insane work, love the vibe in the office too. I can relate to Alex ? Mickey Mouse.
That's a crazy one. I've never seen that.
What did you say? Wait, did
Mickey
you
Mouse,
say you
he
look
lives
like
in Lebanon
Mickey
now.
Mouse?
I think that's what he's trying to say there.
Mickey Mouse. He lives in Lebanon.
Mickey Mouse from Lebanon.
What's the Lebanon? What's the Lebanon name for Mickey Mouse?
Mickey Mouse?
Mohammed Mouse.
Scratch that.
Guys, it's slow, it's summertime, things are slow in the office, as you can probably see by some of this footage, but nevertheless, things are happening, things are still moving and shaking. Winding down for the summer, August is probably going to be the slowest month. I tend to take vacations during this month for that very reason, but I still hope that you enjoyed a little glimpse into reality here at LB in the slow summer month. And as always, we're going to ask you to like, comment, share, subscribe to all those wonderful things that help this channel grow, and we'll see you next week.